The Southfield Freeway and 8 Mile, where we are moving smoothly.
Well, you know what? These single-digit temperatures, even sub-zero temps and wind chills are really taking a toll in Southwest Detroit, where crews have been hard at work trying to repair that massive water main break from earlier this week. Now, we showed you the giant sinkhole yesterday morning, but those repairs will not be a quick fix.
It really is incredible to see these images. In the meantime, people in the area are still struggling to clean up the mess that has been left behind. City workers continue to inspect homes and offer assistance.
And 7 News Detroit reporter Brittany Tulis was first on the scene Monday morning as this was breaking, and she's been back out overnight checking on the repairs and has the latest timeline and what the city's doing now for the families in need. Brittany.
Right now, Mayor Duggan says they're getting inspectors into these homes to assess the damage. That is step one in getting these homes repaired. And you can still see it's completely ice covered over here still, as the residents are still processing waking up to their streets Monday morning looking like an icy river.
I'm devastated.
The worst day of my life, actually.
Christine Spears and Lalo Lopez, two of hundreds of people in Southwest Detroit, waking up to this Monday.
Thought I was living in HELL. It's just, I don't know what we're going to do.
Around 2 a.m. Monday, a Great Lakes Water Authority operated water transmission line broke. By 4 a.m., crews found and turned off valves, the icy water flooding, then icing over several blocks, leaving behind a street-spanning sinkhole as crews try to assess the break and its impact. Mayor Duggan giving an update Tuesday.
There are 398 houses in the emergency flood zone. We have 190 houses with basement flooding and 174 with no heat.
You can see the line right there, actually. See the lines? That's how high it went.
When I went down there, it was a disaster. My washer was upside down. I had a mattress that was in the back of my basement, and it floated up to the front of the basement.
On Lalo's block, plumber Jimmy Rios showed up going door to door to help. Sometimes it's as easy as clearing a drain. For others, like Lalo, whose furnace went underwater, it's preventing gas leaks.
As you can see, the water went all the way up. This is your gas valve inlet. So once it gets wet and it starts acting funny, what can happen is it will allow gas from the pilot to come in.
The city is splitting costs of all uninsured damages with GLIWA. Right now, inspectors are coming into homes to look at damages. Mayor Duggan saying they're still working out how renters will be covered. Residents like Lalo say it's overwhelming to even think about.
It's freezing. Then we have these freezing temperatures, so I'm hoping my pipes don't break.
Water damage, insulation, electrical, drywall, old plaster on original construction, hardwood floors, bulk, everything.
DWSD says it's projecting at least a 2-week timeline to getting this fixed, and those city inspectors will be coming into these homes throughout the week. Mayor Duggan says he's hoping to get city contractors inside the home to start repairs on Monday, but those inspectors need to get in your home beforehand. If you want to schedule an inspector, you can call that same number that's available to call for housing and car assistance as well. It's right there on your screen. In Southwest Detroit, I'm Brittany Tulis for 7 News Detroit this morning.
Brittany, thank you. Now, one of the more visual sights this week has been all the cars and the trucks frozen in place on Southwest Detroit streets. Now, some are frozen shut and others won't start at all. One Southwest Detroit resident, Michael Muzzy, shared his two thoughts that went through his head when he woke up early Monday morning.
The first thing I thought was, holy bleep. The second thing I thought is, what am I going to do about the cars? There's several cars here on the street that are pretty much out of commission. Those two, these two, those three.
Michael says his two vehicles, including a brand new truck, are totaled. Water entered the interior, freezing over and damaging both beyond repair. He hasn't been able to get to work and says most of his neighbors are facing a similar problem. The city says impacted residents can get a free ride to work or the grocery store by calling Uber through Uber by calling the emergency hotline for the city. That number is 313-774-5261. And of course, stick with 7 News Detroit for continuing coverage of the water main mess for the very latest updates and the repairs and the recovery.